No, now we're live.
Now go.
Okay. Hey, welcome to the third grade, everyone, at the Open Jacket Network. Here we are. I am talking to you from my car, just to prove a point that when you're in network marketing, you can work from anywhere, right? And I am on my way to an event for one of my companies, which I will not share about here, because that's not what we do in Open Jacket Network. We help each other out and share strategies and tips. And so today we're going to start out in the third grade. And what I was thinking about the third grade for myself, and I remember one thing that sticks out in my mind is it was a time where we did a lot of practice. And in order to practice things, like your times tables, your reading, whatever. I just remember they gave us a lot of things to practice. You needed to have focus in order to do that. So that is the theme for today's lesson in the third grade, is to how do you focus on one method, one strategy for your business, and enough practice in that strategy in order to have success. And there's a lot of different ways you can do that, but what we suggest you do is pick one method for your marketing, whether it's Facebook posting and engaging with people. I'm getting really good at that. Tyson's phone's ringing right now. Another method is the website marketing, because this is also this business, and the strategies we learn here are also applicable to what do you call them? Just mom and pop stores, brick and mortar stores. That's what I was trying to think of. And just getting your name out there, getting the visibility in your communities, and that is another area that you can focus and learn. But primarily, I think a lot of us are in network marketing, and that is something that we're all here to learn, because this is network marketing school, I do believe, in the Open Jacket Network. So what I want to stress is just finding a good schedule for you to do your focus work, and pick a skill that you think is one that you have an interest in, because it's going to be harder to learn something brand new, but you don't have to know it already, but just try to find out, and we're going to be teaching you a lot of that here, what to do to get your skill set to the point where you are a master of that strategy. And one area that I would suggest to start out in would be in Facebook, and just finding ways to engage with people. And I had just one more thought, and I'll let others speak here that are on the panel. What people engage in and like in Facebook are things that attract their interests, and in order to do that, you have to have creativity. And today, my husband's a teacher, and so is my daughter, and it's Literacy Day at their school. And so in order to engage the kids there, they're all dressed up in different characters of different reading characters. Like my husband's Tom Sawyer, and he has a slimy toad in his pocket. My daughter is Cindy Lou Who from Dr. Seuss. So you need to think outside of the box. Try to, a lot of us are kind of serious people, being business-minded people, but we need to you need to find someone who's funny, or look for funny things. Look for.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, that's not good.
Uh-oh, we lost our lead there. Look for, it's a, what's the answer?
Yeah.
It dropped off.
All right.
I think Curtis mentioned Melinda was going to go, or who?
Yeah, Melinda can, or I can. Melinda, are you there?
Can anybody hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. I don't know where I stopped. So the last part I probably missed out is just to find that creative juice, or humor. Find someone who's funny if you're not funny. Hang around people who are funny. hang about around people who are creative and use those strategies and test them out and see what works. Okay, that's the way that's my focus point for today. Let someone else talk now.
All right. Go ahead, Melinda. You there?
Hi, everybody. I'm Melinda Bowden. I'm on the bottom of the screen. I don't know if you can see me. I don't know what happened to my little video of me. It's the picture that's showing up right now.
You're running dark right now, Melinda. You don't see,
Oh,
unless you're in a cave, maybe. You're in a cave.
I see my picture, but I don't see the
So,
video of me.
so up at the top, if you scroll your mouse up, there should be a microphone and a camera and a few other icons up at the top. If you click on that, the one with the camera, it should flip you between your picture and your actual live camera.
I'm
You see
clicking
that?
on the. Oh, let me see. Oh, here's a. Let me see.
No, that was the camera to take a picture of us.
Oh.
Go.
Working the other night. Everything was working fine.
So, just go ahead and talk. That's fine.
I don't know what happened. Turn the.
Hey, it's third grade. You know, third grade. These things happen.
Oh, that's awful.
See, that's funny.
Oh no, that's taking a picture.
Yeah,
I'll do it right next time. But anyway, I'll keep talking. Let me see. What was I going to talk about? I don't like to take the internet too seriously. I was going to talk about my wall. That's what I was going to talk about. I'm not afraid to put what I'm doing when it comes to trying to make money on the internet on my wall. I think it's the perfect place to get your friends interested in what you're doing. I don't see how you could try to make money on the internet and how you can get yourself out there if you don't show people what you're doing. It's not all about talking to your family and friends and your co-workers, because they're getting tired of hearing what you have to say. You have to put yourself out there and talk to people who you don't know. Sure, they're your friends on the internet, but many of them you don't see every day. Many of them are still strangers, and they're looking for a way to make money online. And they're looking for someone in their friend circle who may be making money online or maybe have an idea of how to make money online. And I think you could be the perfect person for your Facebook friends to introduce them to online marketing and show them what you have to offer. I don't see anything wrong with that. Anybody have anything to say?
No, that sounds good. That sounds good.
we all agree.
All right. So I want to share a quick story. All right. I think you guys have all heard this story before, but it's about a dog. And this dog has this big old steak in his mouth, right? And he's all proud and happy. He's walking around with this big old steak in his mouth. And he walks across this bridge. And he looks over the side of the bridge down into the water. And what does he see? He sees another dog with an even bigger steak in their mouth. And he wants that steak. So what does he do? He opens his mouth to get that steak, and what ends up happening? He has nothing, because obviously that was a reflection, right? And we can use this fable, this very, very famous fable, to talk about this concept of focus. You cannot divide your attention until you get really good at some things. When you become a good marketer, then you can start to kind of divide your attention a little bit. When you have a list, you can divide your attention a little bit. But I tell you guys, if you're one of those people that's watching this video, this third grade class, and you are posting different opportunity after different opportunity after different opportunity, all in one day even sometimes on your Facebook wall, you are doing yourself a huge, huge disservice. Does everybody agree with that?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
All right. Okay. Good. And the reason why is because you only, even though somebody may not be responding to your Facebook post, you might not be getting likes, comments, or whatever, I guarantee you they are watching you. And they are waiting to see you flip to the next opportunity so they can go, oh, there he goes again. He's promoting something else. That's not the way to do it, okay? The way to do it is to drive people to things like this. Create know, like, trust relationships. Drive people to places like this. Build your list, and then you can tell them about anything you want. You can take that relationship off of Facebook and instant message them. You can email them. You can actually have a phone call with them. But the concept of just promoting multiple opportunities, I know, I get it. Everybody wants multiple streams of income, and it's not a bad thing to have multiple streams of income, but it has to be done in a proper way. You should be focusing on one primary thing, and the rest of your time and efforts and money should be spent on learning how to market. Because once you learn how to market, you can promote whatever you want. Okay? So I just want to leave you with that. I have a lot more to say about it, but I don't want to take too much time here. And we'll go on to the next person that wants to say something.
I've got something to share if nobody else wants to go next.
Go for it, Susan.
Okay. I'm Susan Batchelder, and I love all the information that's been shared already. And so what I'm going to do is take that and zoom in a little bit and suggest at this grade 3 level a daily method of operation. So if you really want to focus, focus on one method, just like what was mentioned. Focus on like one opportunity, one place. Get creative, and really zoom in and have a specific plan for every day. So if your Facebook is one of your daily methods of operation, break Facebook up into, say you allow 2 hours on Facebook every day. Mornings are a really good time to post something, lifestyle, good morning posts seem to get lots of interaction, or whatever the post you decide, but schedule it out every day so that you know that's what you're going to do, and you go ahead and you accomplish that. Check it off your list, however it works for you, but set yourself up with a daily method of operation and really focus on that. You'll get so that you master it, and then you can move on and into either your next method or your next activity or whatever that is. But that's what I think it's really important. And we can get into the how to do that in the later grades, but just if you make sure that you pick specific steps. One of the things I tell my teams and my students and my clients is start with 10, a goal of 10 new people every day. So you find 10 new people to talk to every day. Once you get really skilled at doing that, increase it to 20. Set little goals like that so you feel like you're winning.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of my tidbit.
Yeah.
Very good, Susan. That's awesome. Anybody else have anything they want to share? Anybody?
I'm here to listen. I'm here to soak it all up. That's
all right. Cool.
All right. Do you have any feedback then, Joel? Like, how does it sound to you? Does this all sound achievable? Everything that we've shared?
Yeah. You know, I've only been doing this for a few months, so I'm brand new to internet marketing. Several years ago, I tried a few little things because I've been working for the federal government for forever, man, doing that, working 12 hours on, 12 hours off, 7 straight days a week, week on, week off, forever. and it was okay till I got married and had a couple kids, and I ended up being away from home for, every other week, and it just got to be too much. So I started dipping my toe back in the water last summer to look for something that, I might be able to make some money at and stay at home with the kids and stuff like that. And so I'm just learning, so I'm just kind of getting the feel for it and seeing what's out there still. I did find a couple things. I started making money almost just like 2 weeks after I started, which is awesome. So it's encouraging to know that nowadays it's different than it used to be. 10 years ago when I first started to try to do it, when it wasn't so much internet based and it was still more phone based, and it's way different now, and the whole social media thing is incredible. And I love hearing all these different methods that people use to, like the 10 a day thing, that's incredible. That's perfect. I mean, gosh, honestly, I sit here like this all day long and just, do this, go on Facebook, watch some trainings. I've got a short amount of time to just soak up as much stuff as I can so I don't have to go back to work next month. That's my goal. I have my winters off. I'm a fish biologist, so I have my winters off, and I've just been trying to do whatever I can to not go back next month. And that's my goal. And I just might hit it. It's going to be tight, but I might hit it. So I'm just here to learn and see what you guys have to say, and that's pretty much it.
Awesome.
That really supports that this platform that we're all coming together and sharing this. This is a great place for people like you and for everyone to come to, so that they can really speed up their process to hitting their goals, right?
Yeah,
like I'm going to the party saying, hey, that's cool, I like your guys' party, I like your guys' decorations. I like the balloon setup, I like the way you have the table set up, I love the shrimp over here. I love shrimp. So you get around the table where everyone's eating, you just start talking about shrimp and the quality of the shrimp at Costco versus the quality of the shrimp at Albertsons. And then you say, you know what, this was kind of like the meeting that I did over in Orlando, Florida for my network marketing company. We had shrimp and we had this and that. And so you did it in a way that you're not a jerk. You go in not screaming and yelling at someone's party, but you go in and you just invite yourself to sit on their couch and you say, this is a wonderful couch, So you could go sit on the best couch in their house as long as you sit on it and say, this is the best couch. You made a great purchase. Man, you must really love this couch in your house. Instead of being the guy that sits on their couch and puts your feet up on their couch with your shoes on and is, this is awesome, yeah, my couch, You don't do that. So you're going to take people off. So when you guys are focusing, people are going to be focused. So you've got to somehow break their focus if you're going to get them into your deal. So there's two things. When you're doing your network marketing company, you've got to be focused. When you're trying to get someone else into your company, you got to break their focus. Okay? So you got to either be keeping your focus or you got to break the focus. And because you guys are here in the third grade right now, we're going to teach you guys how to be a master at that. Okay? So I think everybody out there needs to go to the third grade so we can teach them how to keep focus and break focus. Not their own focus, others' focus. Let's be the experts and break others' focus. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay? If we can break other people's focus, we are going to be the hottest team, the hottest opportunity on the net. Okay? So, we were all talking. I just want to make sure that all the substitutes got to talk before I got back. So, Kari, she got her chance. Scott Clayson, he was able to speak a little bit. I don't know if he was done, but I wanted to keep it short, Scott. Did Melinda get an opportunity to go ahead and speak, and then did Susan get an opportunity to speak about focus yet?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so everybody, including everybody, Melinda, everybody, and I see Joel even got to talk. So that's cool. So let's go ahead and start the third grade. Thank you guys for getting this ready for me. I was focused on something else. My focus was broken by somebody, and I took care of it, but I'm back. But what I want to teach you guys on is focus. And what does focus mean to me, okay, in network marketing? Well, when I think focus, I think about people that are a part of multiple network marketing companies. And I know you guys probably, as smart as you guys are on the panel, you guys are educated, or you talk to everybody about it's okay to be a part of a lot, many opportunities, as long as it's the amount that you can handle, okay? don't do more than what you can handle. Does that make sense? Okay? Because what you want to do is, if you can't be the #1 person, or at least the top 10 on the leaderboard in every single company that you're in too many companies. Okay? You need to focus on being on that leaderboard. Why do you want to be on that leaderboard? Well, because if you can get on that leaderboard, you can afford to be in 2 companies. You better be in 2 companies. If you aren't in 2 companies and you're on a leaderboard in a company, you're missing out. And the reason I say that is, don't you think that when people see you in XYZ company, they see you on the leaderboard, they're going to ask themselves, why is Tyson Curtis on the leaderboard? What is he doing different? And then when they go Google search your name on the internet, what are they going to find? That you're in this other XYZ company, and who are they going to join in that? They're going to join you, right? So it's actually quite smart to hit the leaderboard in one company, and then everybody from that company joins your list, your mailing list, or your next company. But really, what I'm saying is, I'm going to ask you guys, are you guys on the leaderboard in your company right now? If you're not, you shouldn't be involved in more than one. Now, you can be involved in a company, okay, network marketing company that sells like a product, okay, and you can be involved in multiple tools. Multiple tools are okay. However, I want to caution you guys that multiple tools can be too much as well, okay? Because think about this. Let's think of professional sports players for a second here, okay? Let's think of a professional baseball player. Wouldn't you guys agree that a lot of those professional baseball players out there could probably be good football players too? Or maybe great basketball players? It probably just, they're those people that are just talented at everything that they do, right? Would you guys agree?
Yes.
But what they chose at a young age is they chose just to focus on baseball, and because they did that, they are, you know, they are a pro. They get paid for what they do. If at a younger age they would have just been all over the place and tried to do basketball, you know, football and baseball, they wouldn't be doing as good as what they're doing right now. So if you guys take that analogy and put it in place of tools, if you're out there trying to use like a post planner tool, you're trying to use like Google SEO tool, you're trying to use a paid traffic strategy at Facebook, trying to use a Google paid traffic strategy, you guys are going to be okay at all those things, but you're not going to be the best. Now, why is it so important that you guys are the best with these tools? You guys have any idea why you want to be the best?
Yeah, so other people can join you or follow you or learn from you.
Well, if you're the Facebook ninja, or you're the Twitter master, or the LinkedIn, you know, sword fighter, you know, whatever it is, like if you're the best in that tool, isn't the whole industry going to come to listen to you? And when they come to listen to you about that tool, because you're so focused on that one tool, not all the tools, just that one tool, they're going to be asking you all the questions on how to use that tool for their current business. Your other business is XYZ. They don't know that tool yet because you haven't told them what it was. You focus so much on the tool, so now they're saying, how can I use that tool? And if I'm going to use that tool, I'm going to actually learn from the best. Okay? If I was going to be a professional baseball player, I'd want to learn from the best, you know? If one of those, you know, professional basketball players came to my house and said, hey, I'll teach you, I'd be like, I'm kind of chubby, okay, I'll do it. You know, like, I would just do it because I would not doubt myself because I'm a pro. I wouldn't look at my physical, the way that I look, or the way that I feel that my physical is. You know, I wouldn't. If Michael Jordan said, hey, I'm going to teach you how to slam dunk, I wouldn't say, oh, I'll never get up that high. I'll be like, dude, this is Michael Jordan. He's going to teach me how to dunk, so I'm sure he's going to give me some, like, fitness class or something, you know? So I think even though right now I might doubt myself, if it was Michael Jordan, I might just go to his house and figure out how to do it. So what I'm saying to say is you guys can join a company and promote the heck out of that company, okay, that you're in, but that doesn't really show anybody that you're of value. So I'm showing you guys the reason it's important to be good at something is because you got to be valuable to other people. If you're showing XYZ company and that's all you do on Facebook is you be the jerk and you're like, hey, Tyson Curtis here, come look at this company, Amway, whatever, people are going to look at you like, dude, you're just a jerk and you're showing this program. I like the program, but I'm going to go join someone else that actually gives value. You guys see what I'm saying? So it doesn't make any sense for you guys to be jerks all the time, okay, so that are watching this video. Be the person who actually gives value first. So what I would do is I would go to somebody who's in another network marketing company and I would basically say, hey, I really enjoy your post on Facebook. I really enjoy the way that you're promoting your product on Facebook. A lot of people don't know how to do it the way you're doing it. I really enjoy the fact that you put a link to your image, and I went there and it wasn't like spammy and nobody called me a wussy. You see what I'm saying? I really like the way that you do your business, because with my business, there's only like 2 leaders that are doing it the way that you're doing it. I'm one of them. This is how I do it, and then I just kind of show them, how I'm doing my business, and then they learn what my business is. But you see how I don't just go in and just boom, here it is. Okay, and so I'm pretty good on Facebook. I'm not the best, but I think I know some things that a lot of people don't know, and the reason I know a lot is because I decided to not do Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, Google, blogging. I decided not to become an expert at all those things. I decided that I only have so much time to do this for my family, so I'm going to focus on Facebook, and I'm going to become the best on Facebook. And because I've become really good on Facebook, when I talk to somebody on the phone, I'm able to say, you know what, I really like your business. It looks like a really nice business. I love the way you're promoting it. Is that the only way you promote your business is on Facebook or Twitter? I'll talk to them or whatever. And I'll say, look, did you happen to see, because we've been friends for a while and we've been following each other, have you happened to see one of my Facebook groups that has like 25,000 people in it? And they're like, no, I haven't seen it yet. So I put them in that group, and then they look at it and they're like, oh my goodness. Like, they don't have to say it out loud to me, but they say, oh my goodness, if that guy would just teach me that little tool, I could do better at my XYZ company. And so I basically say, look, I would be more than happy to help you learn how to do your Facebook a little bit better. And I don't require you to join my current company that I'm in. I just want to help you get better on Facebook, and I'm not even going to charge you for it. All right? And a lot of times people say this to me, like, whatever, man, what's the catch? What are you trying to pull here? Because people are all about themselves. WYFM radio, what's in it for me, right? And because you're hanging out with all these thieves all day, thieves think like thieves. No, I'm just kidding. But because you're hanging out with all these people out there that are all about themselves all the time, they don't have a heart. Well, just kidding. I know a lot of you guys watching this video right now have a heart. You just haven't been taught how to do it right yet. But I want to let you guys know that a lot of you guys question me when I give out free value. But the reason I like to do what I do is I like to give a ton of value, so that if I told you guys that I was going to launch a company in 2 weeks, I could actually say this to you. I could say, hey, everybody, just want to let you guys know I'm going to launch a company in 2 weeks. I can't tell you what the company is because I signed a non-disclosure agreement. It's going to cost $100 to join. Are you going to join me in it? Have you guys ever tried? Do you guys think that's going to work really well? Probably not, but it works good for me. And why does it work so well for me? Because I give a ton of value to where people trust me. So when I say in 2 weeks I'm going to launch a company, I can't tell you what it is. I sign a non-disclosure agreement, but I make sure to you at 12 o'clock midnight when that thing launches, I'll make sure that I get you access to it, and I'll put you on my front line in that company. It only costs $100. Mm-hmm. Okay? Because I did all this value and led with value, those people will say yes. And then when that company launches 2 weeks from now, okay, I'm not telling you guys it's going to happen, okay, but when that company launches 2 weeks from now, okay, and I say, guess what that company is, guys? It's Amway. And you guys are like, no! But then I'll look at you and I'll say, you said 2 weeks ago you were going to do it. And they'll say, okay, Tyson, I'll listen, because I know that you must be up to something. Yes, I'm up to something. I actually built a brand new funnel for Amway that's going to help you get more sales, more contacts, for Amway, and you don't even have to talk to friends and family. Could you imagine how well you could do at Amway if you would have known this 10 years ago when you joined it the first time? Look, guys, I'm kidding. I'm not in Amway. You guys are probably like right now thinking I'm in Amway. No. I'm just telling you guys right now that because I leave with so much value, that's the reason why I do it. I'm building up for a launch I don't even know what it is yet. I'm building up for a system that I don't even know what it is yet. I'm building up for a new product in the OpenJack network that I don't even know what it is yet. Okay? I didn't know what we were going to teach in the 3rd grade until an hour ago. Okay? So the thing is, guys, you never know you can't really plan out what you're going to do. You just need to focus and keep moving in that direction. If you walk in a single path and you're walking for miles, okay, and you're just walking down the street, you don't know where that pothole is. Okay, you'll find it when you get there. Okay, and that's the difference between working an online business and working a job. A job is secure. You can walk in 5 miles in a job and there's no potholes because you know what's going on. In network marketing, you can walk in 5 miles and things change. Okay, network marketing is a lifestyle, guys. It's not supposed to be structured. If network marketing was structured, I might as well go get a job. Network marketing is supposed to be fun, and if it's not fun, let me go get a job right now. Because I don't know about you guys, but I got involved in network marketing to spend more time with my friends and family. So if I can do recordings like this, okay, I want you guys to think about this for a second. This Google Hangout that we're doing right now, okay? If I can do a Google Hangout like this right now, okay, it gives value, right? Could you guys imagine people watching this 5 years from now? Do you think that might happen?
Maybe.
Just hang out right now. 5 years from now. Unless I delete it from the internet, it's still there, right?
Right.
So we're definitely going to put a link below it for the Open Jacket Network. 5 years from now, we might be doing another company called WorryFreeUniversity.com or XYZ.com or something different. But this link is this is out there forever and ever. And we'll teach on how to modify those links later. So that way when you put these links all over the internet, we'll teach that in some of the other classes. If you guys do not have access to Open Jacket Network, what you could do right now, if someone invited you to this page, you could click the link, get started below, and create a free account with Open Jacket. And if this class is too advanced for you, that's cool because you can go back to kindergarten or first grade or second grade that we already shot, right, guys? So they can go create a link right now, a free account, and get inside our kindergarten through our 12th grade classes free. You're watching 3rd grade right now. Do you like it? Is it too easy for you? Do you already know all this stuff? That's awesome that you know all this stuff. That just means that you need to click the button below and get a free account and get inside and go to the 6th grade for free. If that's too easy for you, we have the 7th through 12th grade too. So click the link below. It's free. Does that make sense? Okay, so I'm keeping a lot of focus right now on that button down there, and you should probably be focusing on that button too. I want you to look at the button below. Do you guys see it? There's a button below this live hangout right now. What color is it? You guys know what color that button is? Is it blue? Is it yellow? What color is it? Focus. What color is that button? You guys tell me what color the button is? Let's go look at it because I don't remember.
I don't know either.
Let's go look at it. Let's go look at it. Here we go. What color is the button? Oh, we're live right now. Look at this is us, guys. We are live. The button below. Do you guys?
It's green. Green.
It is red.
It's green. The button is green.
Yeah.
Man, don't you guys wish that are watching this hangout right now that you were on here with us because you're like, you guys are idiots. It's green. Well, you know what? You guys are kind of cheating because we're in a hangout and we can't really see the button. Right. So if you guys just cheated right now and you're just watching us live and you just saw it was a green button, you cheated. Okay? So, cheaters. But anyways, if you guys want to come on, anybody can come on these panels. I don't care what skill level you guys are at network marketing. Everyone's welcome to be here. If you're new or you're experienced, this is a class. So once you guys do join, all you guys have to do is hit up one of the leaders in our group. We have a community group that we all work together. Hit up someone and say, hey, I would really like to be on the panel next grade for 4th grade. We would like to do that for you because we would like to focus on you when you come in and let you tell your story to everybody. That's edification. Pretty cool, right? So we'll go ahead and open up the floor right now to the leaders here that are on the panel because we're going to focus on them a little bit more. So if anyone wants to share some words, I know Scott Clayson does, but we'll wait until he gets done with his goldfish that he's eating there because he's going to choke if he doesn't finish his goldfish first. And then he's got to take a sip of some water there, and hopefully he doesn't spit it all over himself. So look at it. Everyone watch Scott Clayson take a nice glass of water. He's going to spit it out. It's going everywhere. He's going to come out his nose. You guys ever do that? You, like drink a bunch of milk and it comes out your nose because you're laughing so hard? Go ahead, Scott Clayson. What do you got for us, brother?
I don't remember. I got cut off before. I don't remember what I was saying. So
I think you were saying, and then I don't know what you were going to say next. But I came on because I came on a little late. So, hey, we can go right back over here to Joel, or Kari loves to talk. Linda loves to talk. So, you know what I'm going to do?
Right.
I think Susan's amazing. So if Susan can bring her kids on, because I know she's cooking her kids' supper right now. How old are they, Susan? Maybe she can't hear me because she's hanging out with her kids, but if you can bring your kids on, she says that her kids could probably teach the 3rd grade because she has been working from home, full time for I don't know how many years now, so her kids probably hear their mom teaching all the time. And I think she probably tells them to focus a lot. But let's go. Kari's got her hand up. There you go, Kari. The floor's yours.
I just had a thought. Looks like I'm losing my battery power here in the car, so I'll be quick.
Okay.
I've actually been working from home for 18 years, and not in network marketing, but in a business that I started myself. And I did those first few years were hard to focus, especially because my kids were little. That's why I was doing it, because I wanted to be home with my kids and support my husband in some things we were doing, which was another business endeavor. But like Tyson said in kindergarten.
Sorry to cut you off, but her husband was actually one of my teachers when I was in elementary school. Okay, keep going, Kari.
Okay. So I don't know, I'm a little bit older than some of you here, but I don't know what kind of a student Tyson was, but my husband's a music teacher. The one that dressed up like Tom Sawyer today. He's still a kid. But anyway, that was my why, and we talked about that back in kindergarten, that your why has to be so strong. And back then, I was just so determined to be home. I was working out. We have this technical community where you work out what they call the site, and it was long days, kind of like what Joel was discussing earlier. But that focus, however it works for you, for me, list making really helped. But first you have to define what skills you're going to be working on, and then get them in your schedule, like Susan talked about. And now it's just, I get up, my commute is short, I walk from the bedroom to my home office, and I've been doing that for a long time, and it's great. Bare feet. I mean, just think of all actually my social media stuff. I usually do a lot of that just while I'm still in bed, because my husband brings me coffee every day.
All right. Uh-oh.
No good.
You should have had solar hooked up to that thing.
I could talk for a minute if
Go ahead, Joel. Please do, man.
Okay, so this focus thing, this is serious because, being somewhat new, the one thing I realized, I'm good with one company. I'm good with being focused on that. But one thing that I really struggled with in that first month or two, and am just starting to be able to draw down and be more organized with my stuff, is not getting distracted with just the day-to-day, like doing a little bit on Facebook and then checking your emails, and then, obviously we're all getting a whole ton of emails from, Tom, Dick, and Harry out there that, some of them look good. I get easily distracted by that. I got, I'm at home now with the kids, so I got a little girl running around every once in a while. I got to go walk my 7-year-old daughter to school, get to go pick her up. But in between, I'm a blogger, so I'm trying to fit all these things into the day. And never in my life, ever have I realized that there isn't enough time in the day to get everything done. I mean, if you're doing it, that's great, but I could seriously use extra time. I've always had a job where I just went there, did my 8, 10 hours, 12 hours, and went home, and the job was done. There was nothing more to do. Even half that time, I was sitting on my butt just watching something. You know, and I could have been doing this while I was doing that, but I didn't need to do this because I had that. Now that I'm doing this, I could really use more time and not be so. It's hard not to get a little bit scattered during the day. You know what I mean?
Yes. That was a good message. Good message. Anybody else? Melinda? Scott Clayson?
I have a tool. I have a tool that I use. It's called focusatwill.com. It's free. It plays music that helps you to stay focused, basically. That is a huge help for me. It just really, when I find that I'm getting distracted, I put that in while I'm working, and I stay focused. I don't know how. I don't know the science or whatever, but I stay focused.
One thing I like to use is the Google Calendar. You know, if you have a Gmail account, you've got a Google Calendar, and you can go ahead and put in, reminders that will remind you to your email, but you can also set it up so that your phone is up to your Gmail, so that way you get the reminders to your phone, so you remember to make it to hangouts like this and trainings, and remember to pick your kids up at school. That's always not a good thing. They're sitting there for an extra hour. That's not a good
and the time flies, man.
We've all done that, right? We're just got our head down focused on something else, and we forget. So we do need to keep, helping, with tools like Google and stuff. And then the other thing is, too, I wanted to add is, there is not really enough time in a day. So that's why we need to go ahead and we got to go international. Your job will only let you work in your area code where you live. Network marketing lets you add an additional 3 hours if you work, like in the U.S. I don't know where you guys are, from, but we've got Pacific, Central, and Eastern Standard Time, right, and Mountain Standard Time. So we have different time zones that we can work in, and then also we have in Hawaii, they're like 4 or 5 hours behind us. So, when it gets late at night, what I do is I just call those who are in Hawaii. Why not build a business in Hawaii? So you can actually add an additional 5 hours to your day if you're working for yourself from home, network marketing. A normal job, you're in the 24-hour. If you have a job, you're in a 24-hour limitation. Okay. With network marketing, you're limited to when you want to go to bed, because you can work all around the world. You're going to bed normally. People are waking up. I've been up at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning working in the Philippines. So if you want, basically, you guys heard this, where you can have a lot of time and no money. That's a problem out there when you have a job, right? A lot of time and no money is if you don't have a job. So you have a lot of time, no money, is what a lot of people have, or you have no time and a lot of money, is what people say. Like doctors and stuff, they're like, I got all this money, but I have no time to spend it, right? You guys heard that?
Yeah.
Well, in network marketing, you can basically just choose to work very little and get paid more, or you can work a ton at the beginning. I think it's important that you guys put a ton of time at the beginning. Network marketing. Susan, what do you have to say about that?
Oh, yes. In the beginning, you have to do, although I think it should be strategic, like I think you should push hard for 3 months and then take a little bit of break and then push hard for 3 months. That's the Eric Worre theory, too.
Okay.
Push hard, and then take a step back and almost reevaluate and regroup where you're at, kind of come up with a new game plan, rejuvenate, because if you don't, if you try to push hard for a year straight, then you're going to get burnout. So that's important for focus too. You lose your focus if you sink too deep into it. So that's kind of what I do. I push hard for 3 months, and then I take a few weeks of a bit of a break and kind of go over my whole vision and plan and goals and see where I'm at, replan, and then go hard.
Now, I know Scott Clayson, he's been a six-figure earner in our industry before. He's actually done really well. Scott, when you're really busy and you get up there and you're making 6 figures, how is it? I mean, how do you stay focused?
It's hard, especially nowadays. I mean, it's so much harder now. There's so much more information. I mean, information is at our fingertips. And probably the best thing that I like to do is I like to focus on my team, helping the people that want to do it and helping them reach their goals. the first time I made a lot of money in network marketing, I didn't have a lot of successful people on my team, and it kind of sucked, quite frankly, to make money but not take anybody with you. So that's one of the things I do a lot now, is I focus on helping my team reach their goals. So.
Hey Scott, what should you be focusing on in network marketing when you're building your business? What should you be focusing most of your efforts and your time doing?
I think it goes with what
to clarify that, should I be spending more of my time learning, or should I be spending most of my time promoting?
I think that there's two things that you should make sure that every day you get done. One, it's part of your daily method of operation. One is IPA, income producing activities, right? And the second is self-improvement. If you're not mentally positive, then it comes across. People can tell. They don't want to work with somebody that's always negative. Every Facebook post is about negative politics or this or that. You just want to keep, even if you have a political opinion or something like that, you kind of want to keep that stuff off Facebook. I mean, I get enough polarizing stuff as it is by putting Dallas Cowboys stuff on my Facebook.
I hear that.
This is what I go by, you guys. You guys can go by it or not, but I would say spend about 20% of your time learning, okay? 20% of your time learning, and the other in creating things. So creating Facebook groups, creating YouTube channels, creating Twitter accounts. Spend 20% of your time branding yourself, getting ready, okay? And the other 80% of the time promoting. I think a lot of marketers actually know this. They get stuck in learning.
Oh,
they're like, I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. And so they'll spend 100% of their time learning, going to trainings, and they'll spend 100% of their time creating things like blogs. They'll spend 100% of their time creating YouTube channels and videos. If you guys spend all the time in the world getting ready for a party, but you don't invite anyone to the birthday party, you guys...
Nothing drives me crazier in my network marketing career than having people on my team constantly go to the prospecting calls, hangouts, meetings, but not have anybody there, right? I mean, how many times do you have to see the presentation? I mean, before you're just wasting your time. Go do some income-producing activity. But here's a great challenge for everybody. It's called the 30-30-30 challenge, right? So 30 minutes every day, listen to or watch something positive. And then 30 minutes every day, read something positive. Scriptures, self-improvement books, whatever, it doesn't matter. And you do that for 30 consecutive days. And if you do that for 30 consecutive days, if you miss a day, you got to start all over again. But if you do that for 30 consecutive days, you will have a new outlook, a new attitude on life, really. So
I think that's good. What do you guys think? That's only an hour and a half to do 30-30-30. And that would still be in your 20%, so you could do that. But you need to spend most of your time promoting. We're going to have a birthday party for my 2-year-old. He's going to be 3 tomorrow. And if we get all the balloons ready and the furniture prepped and we vacuum and our house looks clean for once, but I don't spend any time promoting it, or I wait until the last, a half hour before the birthday party, should I be upset when no one shows up? That's my fault. Okay? And a lot of people, they don't want to invite, so they look at their house and they're like, oh my gosh, my house is so messy, I couldn't imagine anyone being here, and all the hard work, I got to vacuum, I got to do balloons, I got to go get everything ready, I got to get the cake ready, I got to get all the stuff ready. And so they're so like sweating over not being ready that they never promote the birthday party. So I'm not saying to go out and not clean your house and just promote to a birthday party. I'm trying to give you guys an analogy here. It is good that you guys spend a little bit of time on the creating and getting ready, but your creating and getting ready should not take up more than 20% of your time. If it is, you're not doing it right. Okay?
And it doesn't have to be perfect. That's the problem. Everybody thinks it has to be perfect, right?
It doesn't. It doesn't have to be perfect. So
You just have to do it.
yeah, just go take action. Um, you don't need to be ready. You don't need to have a clean house. And sometimes I tell my wife, I'm like, I can't do my network marketing today. I'm so stressed. The house is dirty. My I can't find my shoes. The kids got toys everywhere in their house, around the house. Those are the excuses I always make. I won't, like, it has nothing to do with my network marketing business, but I feel like if my life is cluttered and things are all messy, I can't do work or I have other distractions. I think a lot of times we use excuses. Like, I don't know if you guys ever use excuses like that, where they have nothing to do with network marketing or your business, but we just use them as excuses. My life's cluttered. I got to go, and then I'll sit there and I'll say I can't go do any networking or creating or calling people or anything. So I'll just go upstairs and I'll lay on the couch and pout, for hours. It's kind of like the whole thing where you got to go. It's been a long time since I had a job, but I remember not wanting to get out of bed to go to work. Man, 7 o'clock in the morning, taking a shower right now to go to a stupid job, like. I think a lot of us procrastinate, right? And we make excuses, and it's actually not that hard. And then when you actually get up early in the morning and you go for like a jog or a walk, you're like, man, I got to do this every day. And you start doing that a couple days, you're like, I got to do this every day. This feels really good. But then we always fall out of that, right? So a lot of it's about, Scott said, stay consistent, hit the 30-30-30 he just talked about, and keep it under 20% of creating, and then spend all the rest of the time promoting. Because that promoting activity is the activity that's going to get you paid. All right? And if you're adding anything else out there on your Facebook, like that has nothing to do with network marketing business, that's okay that you do that. Just keep it minimal. Keep it not so much, because you need that part in your life. Like, if you believe in politics, you need to post on it. It's your belief. If you're religious and you need to post something about religion on your Facebook, post it. It's like we all need to breathe, okay? We need to let that out. But I wouldn't spend any more on personal things, maybe more than 5% of my day on little personal things like that. Maybe it's just a quick thing. If I see something that someone posted, get it out there really quick, because that's not something that's going to help me, towards income producing. And then also, when you guys are going to be promoting, that thing you do for 20% of your day, whatever you're creating, make sure that thing that you're creating is something that you own. Don't be spending 20% of your time creating something that you don't own, or is going to be useless eventually. Like, it's something you won't even use. You guys know what I'm talking about? Don't go creating something that's only going to work for like a day or two, because then you just got to go create it the next day. So if you guys can find ways to create things that basically stay in place, then eventually you don't even have to spend 20% of your time creating every day. You just spend all your time promoting. And then the other 20%, instead of creating, because you freed up that time, right? You go ride your motorcycle, or you go down to the park with your kids, or that's why you got to work so hard at the beginning. You got to create something, but don't use all your time creating it. It's not going to make you get to where you want to go faster. What's going to get you there faster is replacing the income you have at your job, and that's by promoting whatever company that you have. So I think that pretty much covers the 3rd grade, because it's been an hour, and all of our other classes have been like an hour to 2. So what do you guys think? Do you think that's long enough, and then we can maybe do something different in another training? 4th grade maybe? 5th grade? 6th grade? If there's anything that you guys can respond to what I just said, go ahead really quick before we...
Yeah, I got a quick 30 seconds.
Okay, let me get on you. Go ahead, Joel.
I think it's real important to drill down on what you said about it not being not having to be perfect, because new people get out there and they're new to this. So whether they're making a video for the first time, or writing a first blog post, or figuring out how to market for the first time, this or that, we all have the tendency to make it want to be better than it really needs to be. And you really don't have to spend that extra time trying to get it to be just right. It's absolutely not necessary, and that will come with time. Am I right?
Yeah, especially... Oh.
Go ahead, Scott.
I would say especially in network marketing, because the concept, there used to be a running thing, I don't know if it's true or not, but the Amway top leadership was taught to drop the markers when they were doing presentations, because you don't want it to be so professional and almost infomercial-like, right? You want it to be real, because that's what people are going to respond to. They're going to be thinking, oh, am I going to have to do this? Am I going to have to shoot videos? Am I going to have to do... And they need to know that it's something that you can be, it's okay to not be perfect at.
That's a really good point.
So, a moment of silence for the Open Jack Network.
Yes.
I'm just kidding. Let's all go get some candles and act really crazy now, so everyone doesn't click the link below and join and opt inside. So,
can I tie in something that Scott was saying?
Oh, for sure.
Okay. The 80% promoting is super important for your own promoting, but he mentioned 2 separate times, Scott, and I really like that. You mentioned that is the team. Like, is your team duplicating? So a lot of people, like clients that come to me in trouble or, you know, asking for help, is they get building their first team, whether it's 3 people, 5 people, or 10 people, and all of a sudden they have to figure out how to focus or switch their focus on still promoting, still producing themselves so that they're being a good example as a leader, and helping their new team members also promote. So how do they balance their time between getting their team members trained and ready to go and promoting, and still promote them? So that still focus, you have to focus on both of those, because if your team isn't duplicating, they're going to quit. And if you're spending all your time training your team, then you're not producing. So it's a tricky situation. So it's important to find a balance there. I just wanted to reel that in there.
No, that's good. That's why the Open Jacket Network, that's why I created it, because, you know, I wanted to be super simple. You know, the kindergarten deal, like you guys watched kindergarten, it was just like, it was so simple. Like, I think I even went and tried to create a Facebook account, and then I shared with you guys in kindergarten that I didn't even know how to do it, because that's been so long, because things are always changing. But in kindergarten, you guys will see that, let's say you have someone that doesn't even know the difference between like a URL and a Google search. We teach that kind of stuff over there in the kindergarten class, because we don't want to spend all our time with our team. We need to be focusing on the income producing things, not all those little things that, see, we already been there. Why are we teaching people where we already been? We should be teaching people where we're at. You guys can't, your team will never grow unless they can be where you are. So you got to build all the steps up to where you are on autopilot without you doing all the teaching, and then you can teach from there on. Everybody wants a strong army of people in their company, right? And so the Open Jacket Network, everybody through this kindergarten through 12th grade is going to get trained on how to do everything. So if you bring your teams to the Open Jacket Network, we're not going to promote any network marketing companies. We're just going to help your teams get better, so you're going to have a stronger team. Okay? And then also on focus on one social media, one social media source. I like Facebook. If you guys like Twitter or LinkedIn or whatever, just get really super good at that. You know, we talked about that in the training. Just find one and get really super good at it, because as you get better at it, that 20% of the day when you spend creating things, it won't even take you 20% of that time to do your Facebook, because you already know how to do it. But if you guys are always trying to create things in that 20% of your day, and it's something new that you haven't done, you're eating up all your time. So as you get better, you know, at a specific thing, you're actually using that 20% more wisely. So there's a difference between learning and creating and investigating. I think you're investigating. A lot of you think that you're creating something, and you're investigating. And I think when we investigate is when we get off focus too, as we're out looking for tools, right? Investigating. Investigating should probably be down there very minimal. You know, maybe 5% of your business should be investigating on how other tools work. If you haven't mastered the current tools you have, you probably shouldn't be out investigating other tools. You need to be the best at what you know already. So now just to introduce somebody who just hopped on, we've got Eric here. He's hopping on here. from the Philippines. So what's up, Eric? He's muted, so I'm just going to point him out. He's the guy over there that's muted. He's got a hat on. He's got the sunshine on his hat. Below this video, you'll see a button. It's what color is it, guys? What color is that button? Green. So can everyone, Susan, can you go ahead and get out the Gene tool and take a good picture? Because we're going to go ahead and everyone's going to point down at the green button below this hangout you guys are watching right now. So if you guys can get your fingers in your window, put them close.
I'm ready.
Everyone get their fingers in there. And go ahead. Yep, go ahead.
All right. Got it.
All right. So Susan will go ahead and post that in the group, and it will say, why weren't you here? Or, you know, why haven't you clicked the button below that's green? It means go, you know. So go and click the button and join for free. And then when you get in the inside, in kindergarten, what do we do in kindergarten? Well, a few of us ate some glue.
I was just going to say that.
What did we do in first grade? A few of us wet our pants. But
I skipped those grades. I skipped those grades.
See, you know, peeing your pants isn't cool. And so Scott's like, you know, I'm not going to hang out with a bunch of second graders. I'm going to go hang out in the third grade. So if you guys are like Scott Clayson, this guy right here, who refuses to go to kindergarten in the first grade and second grade, you can actually skip right now all the way to the third grade by clicking the button below, the green one, right? We know our colors because we go to school. But if you click the green one down below, it's like over here to over here. You'll get a free account, and we'll see you guys in the inside. And then also, 7th grade. I like 7th grade because I teach the class. But it's advanced Facebook marketing, and I'll show you how to build Facebook groups up to like 25,000 network marketers. And then also check this out. So like, you know how you see all these gurus that are saying, hey, I can show you how to get like a click, you know, to your website, like a penny per click. Or I can get you 100,000 views or whatever, penny per click, all this stuff. I can actually show you how to get views to your website for free in the 7th grade. So, yeah, I think that's better than a penny. I mean, it's not big of a difference, but it is free. So, down below, click that green thingy-majigger down there. It's called a button. We learned that. Oh, I think I learned that. You guys, how many of you guys attended my preschool, network marketing preschool? None of you, because I didn't actually do one. But what if I did? That would have been nuts. So basically, we'll go ahead and end it right now. Do you guys have anything to add? Thank you for being here, Ruth Plant. You're awesome. She'll wave right now. Go ahead and wave. Look, she's waving. Oh, there she is. Hi, Ruth. So she wanted to be on the hangout with us. I'm glad she's here. She's awesome. Actually on the leaderboard. And next time, somebody else just start rambling right now. Just start rambling, saying things, whatever you want to say. Go ahead. Or we can look at Scott Clayson all day.
Talk, Scott.
So this time we're not going to teach anymore. So you guys can either go back, kindergarten, first grade, second grade, if this is too much, or you can skip ahead, or you can unlock if you haven't unlocked yet, unlock, upgrade. And would you guys be excited if somebody unlocked in the back office right now that you refer to the Open Check Network? Would you be excited if they decided to unlock because of this video? I would, because we all make money. So cha-ching, we get your cash. So please give us some money. No. But yeah, we're here to make money. Let's have some fun. So would anyone like to add anything? Because I think we're good.
No, I think we're good.
Okay,
Thank you,
hey, can everyone give us a crazy smile? Like this, just a free smile.
Am I taking